Hello, I hope you're doing well. Jim from Grassroots Piano today. Not do we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, but 9 tunes. I'm working on them right now. I'm arranging them for the adult beginner. I'm throwing these tunes in my course I've already created, and I keep forgetting this, but part of my course is free. So if you want to take advantage of that, I'll leave a link in the description. These tunes I'm going to play just a part of and also talk about the benefits. I like to have certain aligned goals in mind so we just don't learn a new piece and it's all these new concepts. Right now I don't have the pieces in order yet as far as curriculum based or method based, but I have them in the sense of very beginner friendly. You'll know what I mean as I keep going. Although I did pick the first tune, which you can see on the screen, Ode to Joy, because we've been working on that, and this is super beginner friendly because it's all C 5-finger position, which we've been working on. Also, before we say, it doesn't always have to be in C, what about this key and that key? Right now I'm just mainstreaming stuff all in C, but again, not to self-plug here, but in my course I go into other keys and G and all that stuff. You only can do so much on YouTube, but we're going to get started. Again, I'm going to play just a little bit and talk about the aligned goals. All right, so Ode to Joy, and I'm going to play through it fast just so you have an idea how things sound, and let me know if you have a piece that you would like to play that might be beginner oriented, or if there's a piece here that you like. Some of them are, from Ode to Joy to Blue Danube to some Bob Dylan tunes, so we're mixing it up here. All right, we are going to go to Ode to Joy. Everything's running good. All right, here I go. You could do the ritardando near the end there. We are going to jump to the next tune, which has a bit more intensity. We got a pickup measure. It's the same code marching in. You only have so much of the music on the screen right now. I apologize, but you get the idea. And this tune, we are C here, but then we're going to be playing down here. So this is pretty cool. So our hands are spreading a little bit. It's good to move things around. We don't always want to get stuck right in the middle of the keyboard for a long time. Want to get used to moving around a little bit. Other little things, we know about the half notes. I would talk about the ties, but the real big one, are you ready, is, and I gotta show you guys this, is the flat note. I want to make sure that I don't hit one of the chords and mess something up. So the flat note here, we have B flat. I'll move that there, excuse me. All right. We got the flat note there, that is new, that's the B flat, and then we also have an A flat. So that would be very new for the beginner, and we would digest it slowly and get into it slowly. Rhythm's the same, hand position's a little different, but what's really cool about the flat note, it brings your hand in a bit, so it keeps the fingers relaxed and avoiding flat hands. All right, so I wish you could see the whole thing, but my screen will only share so much. Psst. Hey, could you hit the like button? It helps out, thanks. But it's all good. You can hear it. Music's all about audio. It's not too long, so I'll play most of it. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That is a fun one. And sometimes when music's easy, there's this element of getting the groove down. There's this element of really getting it to flow. And that's a benefit when we're playing simpler stuff. We are going to go to the third tune. The third tune, this has changed a bit. This one's a little tricky. We're going to go not too fast, but it's tricky because we have notes that are flat, we have ties, and the melody kind of drifts and the fingers change a little bit. We would get into substitute fingering. Now, again, this is the third tune in this demonstration, but this might not be the third tune you'd play if I was teaching you. But it's definitely attainable within it depends how much you practice, but it could be within a month or so, depends. All right, so here I go. 1, 2, on 3. I just created these arrangements so I have ideas, but I got to behave what we're seeing. That is a beautiful tune, so peaceful. The next one, if you're a contemporary music fan, this is 4, River Flows in You. Some love this tune, some are like, I think Lisa Witt from Piano Note said a few years ago, River Flows in You is like the contemporary Farrelly's. All right, so what's different about this tune, I am going to have your hand up here. And by the way, the real version, it's the real, that's not nice, but the original version is up here, which you could play, but sometimes this is a big jump for learners. I'm always putting myself in your shoes that you've only been playing for a few weeks and you get busy and all that stuff. The other thing is we have eighth notes and crescendos. And then if I just scroll down a little bit, you'll see these circles, which means finger changes. So you're moving your hand to get those fingers. Beautiful stuff there. So this one's not too long. I'll play through most of it, and I'll play it kind of fast just to keep things going here, if you will. Once you get this down, you can always add different colors and get into different patterns, like up an octave or whatnot. The next tune, are we ready? I think we're at tune 5, Blowin in the Wind. All right, so this tune, Bob Dylan, awesome lyricist. Yeah, we're changing it up here. It's funny, as I get older, I get into Bob Dylan more. The lyrics are awesome. I'm just going to play some of this because it's quite long. Obviously, I'm not going to do all the verses. But the benefit of this tune, which you'll see in a lot of music, is you have our repeat endings here, first ending, second ending. So that would be introduced to you slowly. But the other thing is, you know all these notes if you've been doing the practicing. So it's an endurance thing because you got to keep going. It's a longer tune, so that's the benefit with this. There's a little extension. I have my C position, then I play the A little bit, which you'll see in the second measure there. And don't worry, if you're lost, you're a beginner, take a step back. I have a few videos recently, this January 2025, where I have piano beginner stuff. All right, so I'll play a little of this. I did the arranging, but now I get to do the playing. Here I go. That is a good one, and you would keep yourself accountable by going slower and making sure you understand it. We're at tune 6 already, 6, and we are going to Spring. This is a Vivaldi classic. I'm going to just play a little bit. This one's great because we are getting into the 8th notes, and we're playing, as you can see, we're playing the C and the G in the first hand, and in the left hand, and then we go down to the B way over here, if you can see my mouse. But nonetheless, it's all C finger position. And then we play with that a little bit, and then we have some repeats. We're going to go to 7. This one's great because we're doing a lot of arpeggios. This is a Strauss classic. It's in 3/4, so we're establishing already, obviously, different feel of music. 3/4, 4/4. All right, this is a Johann Strauss classic. I'm a little tired, so I'm not saying debut well. It's the Waltz, and it's 3/4 time. There's some arpeggio action here. I'm just going to play a little bit. What's cool about this one is the left hand changes a little bit when we get to the measure 8. If you can see that. Oh, my mouse is right there. So we got B, B, D. All right, here we go. 1, beginning, 1, 2. And then it repeats, so forth. That's a good one because you want to build confidence, not looking at your hands in the music, so going slow and getting a good sound, because these muscles can, the little digits can sometimes be cranky. Speaking of cranking it out here, we're already at 8, Knocking on Heaven's Door. I actually want to do this tune another time with some rhythm patterns and all that. I'm going to probably not sing because of copyright and all that stuff. Not that it would be amazing anyway, teacher singing stuff. All right, so this one, we changing it up a little bit. All right, I had to throw in a new key. We are in G, and our hand position is going to be here. So that's going to be different for some of us. E position, okay? And this is a classic lead sheet. A lot of us get this stuff, and you can see the G above there and the D, like, what does that mean? For now, you could just play some roots. And if we go slow, you could do, if this is like your first 2 or 3 days, you could go 1, 2. Hey, good morning. All right, one of the things I want to mention that some learners will have in the beginning, we have rest. And then later on, when we have I can't, sometimes our muscle memory, and this is what's great about notation, they're right there. Some might go, I can, but it's really half rest, and then it's a 1, 2. And there's a lot of things I could do with this one with the left and right hand, which I'm going to do a video. All right, the next tune, it's a work in progress, but I wanted to put it in there because everyone has a right to dabble in this, and I'm just going to play a little bit. In fact, what you're seeing on the screen, the left hand is not good, but I know I can come up with a simple arrangement. It'll be fun, just a little bit, at least just work on the melody, because I got that. 2. All right, now I'll add on the left hand for a little bit. 3. Like I said, brand new. I have some ideas. I gotta throw it in there. Do not get frustrated if you just started playing piano and you're an older adult. You can do it slow and steady, a little bit each day goes a long way. I want to root everyone on, because if I can do all this stuff, you can too. The other thing I want to bring up is, if you want to learn more about what other learners are talking about, you might want to check out either of these videos if you haven't, because some pretty cool comments. Take your time reading them because they're very insightful. Being a guy at 53, but listening to some people who are in their 70s, it's really awesome because I'm getting wisdom back, and I appreciate that. Till next time, listen, play, enjoy music. Bye for now.